Hear the Maverick reason continue. Hear the pre now. You know, some of your listener interview on the radio. I talked to a prominent Jamaican about, you know, them personal interview there, where you talk about growing up and, you know, the kind of things you used to do then as kids and all of them something. And my mind flash back to the overall narrative about the difference of growing up back then vis-a-vis growing up now. A lot of people from back then, them tend to say things get worse. But me look on it a different way, you know. Things are just different. It's a different time you're living in. And me again an instance of it where it is actually better growing up now than it was back in them days. But we hear the narrative all the while from people of a certain generation when they talk about growing up then and versus vis-a-vis growing up now. Is that back then, kids used to play a lot. Even me as a sportsman, I always make the argument that kids used to play a lot more outside back in the day before the advent of iPhone and iPads and laptops and technology really in terms of how it affected the cultural, you know, upbringing of children. It changed it a lot. And we have to agree with that. Whole heap of difference in how the youth them grew up then, now how the youth them grow up now. People used to play a lot of games, used to play whole heap of football, whole heap of cricket, and used to outside play cowboy and Indian and hide and seek. The whole gambit. Nowadays kids, you ain't see them things no more. Because them youth are now spend the whole of them time on them laptop and them smartphone and them. You know how much of a disadvantage it is to them. But there is actually an advantage to it, you know. Because back in them days when we outside, I run up and down and play cricket and football. And I play cowboy and Indian and hide and seek with the girl them. See, in them time, you know, we were not aware of what was happening around the world as these kids are. And so with the advent of technology now, them youth can dream less about going to foreign than a previous generation, you know. Because you have the whole world right there upon your tablet or your laptop or your cell phone. So it's not all that much a mystique again about what happens in New York or in Toronto or in Miami or in Los Angeles or anywhere. Them information they're right at your fingertip. And them youth are savvy enough to access the information where they want. Back in the day when a generation used to have to consult an encyclopedia to get knowledge about a topic or an issue or a person. Them youth are now just a bam bam and type in the name on Google and everything jump up. So for me, we have a much more exposed, and I might say, even if not formally educated generation, I think we have a brighter, more exposed generation of kids now growing up with the advent of technology than we did back in the day. Back in the days, enough of the people did back on our full. Yeah? Because you just in a your little community, or you're in a your little village, and you interact with the people immediately around you, and you watch the local news, you listen to the radio, and then you watch some movies out of Hollywood. Them youth now have access lifetime to everything we are going on in the world. Every issue we occurring in the world, every war, every sporting event, them youth are there live right in them bedroom, in them bed, them lay down and watch it on them phone. So don't make the mistake, people, of thinking that the good old days were better necessarily than the modern days. Because obviously they were not. It's called the advancement of the human race. Yeah, where people advance with better technology and a more exposure to modern information and all of them something. No, me not go tell you, say, in some instances, some things never better off back then. Because me also think, culturally, the youth, they may grow up back then, playing games and outdoors and run up and down and all of them something. It make you tougher. Don't get it twisted, I'm not making the case, Say, growing up nowadays, in every aspect, makes you a better, more rounded human being. But there's this kind of carte blanche thing where people like condemn the modern generation and say everything about them is inferior to what went before. Not go so. But there are also aspects of growing up back then that I think better prepared kids to grow into adults in the world where we grew up in. I think the kids back then, like in my generation and probably a generation and a half ago, me feel them tougher. The experiences of going out and interacting and competing with your peers, me feel it prepare you better to come in the competitive world, to come survive in the world. So for instance, the generation nowadays now, because them have so much rights and you can't punish them, you can't do anything to them. Them have all the rights and then you can't even talk loud to them. Them report if you abuse them and all them something there. Because of that, them kind of grew up soft and flaky and with a sense of entitlement. Now the youth them back in the day before that kind of sophisticated rhetoric take over our existence now. The youth them used to grow up tougher. You used to have to defend yourself. A man step to you. You have to defend yourself. A fight in the schoolyard was normal. Normal for your youth. Help a youth grow up and develop certain kind of resilience to certain things. The competitive way we play sport. Yeah, we used to play sport and we used to play sport hard and we used to compete and we want to win and we don't want to lose. The youth them nowadays have something where they play some sport and you're not a winner and you're not a loser. So you're not prepare the youth them properly for life. So it's a balancing act, We just people tend to reason in extremes as if to say everything was good about then and bad about now. And if nobody current generation know them argue as if back then is archaic and old and everything is outdated. No. We have to reconcile and draw from each era. Yeah. Everything now cannot be better than everything previously. And everything back then cannot be better than everything now. So you have to just pick the sense out of the nonsense and the good out of the bad. Yeah, man. So which one of the era, if you had a choice, to pick which one of the era to grow up in, which one would you pick? Eh? If I had the choice to grow up in our era, me would have probably picked the era where me more exposed and more knowledgeable with what going around the world, than grow up in an era when what was happening outside of your immediate circumstance was so much of a mystery and a mystique. That is why so much people back then they used to do all kind of thing. It's for run we go foreign and all of them something. I mean, well, people start running go foreign again. It come full circle. But people are go over the wall regular now. That topic that we need to talk about is a topic that we need to expound on, on the challenge, The wall settings, eh? I may talk to some people about that exact thing and they tell me, say, yo, the wall settings is not the best option to come across, Because they are putting some policies, some immigration policies in the states now where prevent the wall people from getting regularized. Remember, say initially when a man do the wall, or over him do the boat, or over him reach in the place, is normally with a view of regularizing, as soon as possible. Now me understand that in an effort to deter the wall jumpings now. Me understand that the US are putting some policies to prevent people from who come in the country over the wall from regularizing as easily as other people. Anyway, people, we don't see the settings. We don't get another pick of the maverick brain. You get me? Again, a reasoning, Reasoning about issues and in a way and in a style. We're not going to find no else, but no more YouTube channel. So me I say, click in on the subscribe button, share the videos, and tell your friend about it. Oral Tracy Maverick, still the best and most credible opinion on all matters on which I speak. Even some of them when me not talk about me have the best opinion. We just don't express it yet. Maverick. Out!